Good day. My name is Jeff Cash. I'm the fire chief, retired from the City of Cherryville Fire Department in Cherryville, North Carolina. I want to tell you a story about a good friend of mine, Mike Williams, and his wife Kelly, but specifically about Mike. Mike used to be responsible for the line of duty desk in our great state. He done an excellent job of taking care of the folks when he could. One particular night, Kelly wanted Mike to go to the local pizza establishment to get pizza for the family. There, Mike ran into Representative Bob Etheridge. It was a chance meeting. They began to have a conversation about each other, if they're doing okay, doing well, and then it switched to the fire service. So Mike began to tell him all about what was going on in the fire service in North Carolina, especially with him handling the line of duty desk. Representative Etheridge was intrigued. He asked Mike to send him a letter of what was going on and why so many things were being denied because of cardiac situations. So Mike sent him a letter, the congressman. He also included his legislative assistant, Jake, and then that's where the story began. From here on out, I contribute the origins of this law with the Congressman Etheridge, with Mike Williams. Great job, Mike. You initiated it. Thank you. In closing, Cynthia and I would like to thank you for what all you've done for the fire service, your passion, your love for the fire service, and all the kind acts you've done across our great state. Once again, we love you and Kelly and the family. We thank you for your passion, your love of the fire service, and just being Mike. Congratulations and thank you for all you've done for the firefighters of North Carolina.
Hey, Mike. Congratulations on this wonderful recognition of your work to get the Hometown Heroes Act starting. You never know what can begin with a conversation with a friend, and the work that you and Congressman Bobby Etheridge did to recognize that firefighters and emergency personnel can actually die after the incident because of the incident has made the lives of so many families so much better. In case you can't tell, this is Peg. This is my favorite picture of Jim Long. He's at the ceremony after the bill was passed. You can see Congressman David Price on one side, and if you look real close on the other side where Jim's hand is sticking out, you can see that Bobby Etheridge is sitting right there. So Mike, so many lives have been made better by your entire career, but this one act that I think you thought would just be a conversation with a friend has made so much difference. So now, my friend, I'm not very good at using this camera, but I want you to know that if Jim were here, he would be bursting his buttons with pride over all you've accomplished. And I am too. And I'm wearing his stovepipe hat to honor him and his memory and you, my dear, dear friend. Congratulations. Love you a lot. Bye.
Hey, this is Brian Taylor, State Fire Marshal, North Carolina. Thank you for the opportunity to allow me to send this video in to congratulate Mike on this recognition of the Hometown Hero Act, the work he did over 20 years ago. By just meeting with his congressman there in Harnett County, he has changed so many lives across this country. It just truly shows Mike's passion and love for the fire service and the people that he serves. Great job, and thank you to NFFF and Knox for this recognition. Thank you.
Hey, Mike Williams, it's Jake Parker. Hope all's well with you. It's been a little while since we've talked. I just want to say thank you for your leadership in being the catalyst for the Hometown Heroes Survivors Benefits Act, a bill you and I started working on almost 20 years ago, if not just a couple years longer than that. I still remember the email that you sent to Congressman Bob Etheridge, whom I was working for at the time, telling me about the passing of a firefighter in Robeson County. I think his name was Mr. Cox, and you had laid out for me and the congressman the reasons why he was not going to qualify for federal survivor death benefits. Took the letter to the congressman, and we talked about it with my colleagues on his team as well, and then we began to engage a bipartisan group of lawmakers, including Mike Oxley, who's a congressman, Republican congressman from Ohio, Steny Hoyer, who was a Democrat member from Maryland, and then two names you and others will probably recognize, Senator John McCain of Arizona and a senator from Delaware named Joe Biden. And so we worked with that group and several others to develop this bipartisan piece of legislation. And I remember that you came to Washington, D.C. to testify before the House Judiciary Committee about that piece of legislation. You slept on the couch in the house that me and a couple of my friends rented in Washington, D.C. I don't know how you survived that. And I had to remind you to put your pistol in your truck before we walked into the Capitol building. We didn't need to get arrested that day. So I have a lot of fond memories of that. And I just want to say thanks for doing what we're supposed to do in our democracy, which is communicate with our lawmakers about issues of concern and then engage with them in the process of helping to make that legislation reality. The Hometown Heroes Survivors Benefit Act has been a real blessing to many families who have law enforcement, EMS workers, and firefighters who've been killed or have died in the line of duty as a result of a heart attack responding to those incidents that they all protect us from. So you deserve a lot of credit for that, and thanks for your leadership in getting this done. Wish you all the best. Look forward to seeing you soon, and thanks again.
Hi, this is Bob Etheridge. Mike, I want to really congratulate you, fella, on this great award because you deserve it. I remember when you sent the material up to us in our office when I was in Washington, said you was tired of filing the reports, and none of the firemen were getting awards, and a number of people on our staff picked it up that we introduced the legislation. Hard to believe it took 2 years to get it through Congress, and then another year or more to get the rules written that would fit so that it was in the benefit of the fallen heroes in this country. So I want to thank you for that, for sending it to us. Took a lot of effort. We got a lot of people involved all across America, and at some point when we get a chance someday, we'll sit down and I'll tell you all the background stories of how much effort it took to get it through the House and ultimately through the Senate and signed by the President. But you're absolutely right. You deserve the award. You really helped a lot of folks, and a lot of families have benefited from the Hometown Heroes bill that turned into a benefit for their families and their children. Thank you, Mike. Congratulations to you.